Well, you know how it is on a Monday too.
Great morning, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
How y'all doing? Happy Monday as y'all jump on, drop y'all city and y'all state. Let us know where you are joining us from. As y'all can see, we are separated today, but we here.
We are here. Oh, man. Fun day Monday. I don't know if I
Hope y'all had a great weekend. Mine was busy. Taking the last one to move into his dorm room. That's where I am.
Y'all was having fun, though.
No, it was not fun. We made record time moving in, but it was not fun, sir.
So we got Matsu Socks on Instagram. We got Linda out of Columbia talking about, can I borrow that shirt? Yeah, I'm gonna give you the address and the link that I borrowed it from, so you can borrow it too. I got this from the t-shirt man. So yeah, y'all jump on, drop the city and state, like, share, subscribe. If you have not jumped on our YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's The Blank Spot. We also have Instagram, TikTok, and a Facebook page. So we are broadcasting from 2 different locations today. And let me see how this looks. Yeah, from 2 different locations today. And as always, every Monday and Friday, we're jumping on here. D and I jumping on here talking about business, y'all. Business.
Yep, every Monday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will see The Blank Spot on here broadcasting something about business, whether it's business, finance, personal. We are going to be talking about some type of business. And we talk about this because we know what it takes. We've been in business for 7 years, and I think that a lot of people don't really talk about the whole business part of it, even though we are a sublimation blanks and supply store. We want to talk about the ins and outs of business. Like I said, whether it's business, personal finance, business finance, we want to talk about that because it's important when it comes to your business and staying in business. So you will find us a lot on these platforms talking about those things because we want you to be successful. Okay, we want you to not go through the things that we went through, growing up in our business, and we're still growing. So we think it's a great conversation just to talk about these things because it's important. These things are important when it comes to business. Okay. So as you join us, make sure that you drop your city, your state. Let us know where you are joining us from. I'm Dee.
And I'm Eric.
And we are the Blank Spot Academy broadcasting for you right now. So like I said, we are a sublimation blanks and supply store. This is our latest venture. However, we have been in business for over 7 years. We have several other businesses. And, like I said, we just want to kind of empower you guys, tell you some things about business that we've been through, talk about different subjects that, you may want to talk about on Monday and Fridays.
So, like I said, D is not, like, we're not in the same location. so the people on TikTok and Instagram won't be able to see her. However, if there's something that I think that she's going to say that's going to make a lot of sense, or it's going to be something that needs to be repeated, I'll repeat it. Not sure if y'all can hear her out there, but I got it turned up. I guess I should have turned the speaker on, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know, they can always go to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, you can go
and view it from there. You can most likely see me on the YouTube channel. If you want to hear, you know, what I'm saying, you can go to the YouTube channel and view it from there.
Yeah, we encourage everybody to we encourage everyone to go to the YouTube channel and make sure they said they can hear you fine.
Okay, great.
Okay, cool. I appreciate it. I needed that. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Today, guys, we're talking about, and this is only for business owners, okay? So if you're not a business owner, you stumble upon our page, I'm not saying that you can't stay. You're more than welcome to stay. However, this is geared toward business owners and people who are looking to be in business, or who may be on the fence about starting a business. We're talking about day-to-day operations, maintaining day-to-day operations. And this is something that I actually talked about on Saturday. On Saturday, I was a part of a conference, a virtual conference, and I was charged with the responsibility of talking about business building, business credit, maintaining day-to-day operations, and scaling your business. So just want to share a little bit of what I shared there, because you know, when we get on these platforms, we share free information, and this is nothing that you can't research and look up yourself. I just take a little bit of information as I understand it. I apply it to our business as we've been applying it to our business. And then I put it in my own words, and I may add some things or take some things out. Whatever applies to you, applies to you. So maintaining daily operations. And I'm looking right here. I'm kind of reading from the slides as well. But basically, day-to-day management simply means if you're supervising, you're overseeing, making sure that your operations are going. Maybe it might be record keeping. It may be inventory. It may be any maintenance. If you got property, it even talks about maintenance on your property. Okay, so day-to-day operations, whatever it is, and it's similar to what you're doing at your job. Similar to if you have a job, it's similar to what you're doing at your job. So business is really, to be honest with you, business is not too much different than working a job and holding down a position. The difference is you're doing all of the positions. Oftentimes you're doing all of the positions yourself, and you have to have that balance. Okay, you have to have that balance. So that's why it's important to understand these key things. So here's some ways, and these are just going to be some suggestions, some recommendations, some things that we do to that we know that if you apply it to your business and to your life, that it will help you to be successful in business. We got a couple of people jumping on from New York, from Greenville, South Carolina, Columbia, Barry Love. I don't know where you're coming from.
Great day, everybody.
Mississippi. Okay. Cool beans. And everyone else who happens to decide to hang out, drop your city and state on Instagram. Drop your city and state. Okay. You guys pop in, watching us if you're able to do so. You may be watching us from your office right now. You may be watching us from. Hope you ain't watching us and driving. Don't do that. That ain't wise. But you may be watching us from your office or your cubicle. You may be watching us from home, from your home office, wherever you're watching us from. Hey, Rosalind, drop your city and state. Thanks. But this is for business owners or people who are looking to become business owners. So here's some ways that we encourage you, suggest, and recommend that you consider. See, I'm using my words, Dorothy. I'm using my words. That you consider maintaining your daily operations. You got to have a plan.
Yeah.
You got to have a plan. A lot of people jump out there and they just say, hey, I'm going to do all these things. They don't have a plan.
Yeah. A plan is very important. It's kind of like when you go to your job, you have a task to do, right? So that's going to be that task that you have to do for that day. That's kind of like that's your plan for the day at work.
You gotta have a plan. You gotta know where you're gonna start. You gotta know if there's something that doesn't go exactly how you want it to go. A plan is gonna be pretty much almost like a roadmap.
Mm-hmm.
Think about it as a business plan. Inside your business plan, you should probably be talking about your daily ops.
Yeah.
You should be talking about your daily operations, and they may change. They may
Mm-hmm.
it may be something that's fluid. It may change. There may be some additions. There may be some takeaways from
Mm-hmm.
it, but you got to have a plan. And then so having a plan, because most of us are either single member LLCs or we're sole proprietors. You have to understand that just because you have a plan, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't write it down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
having a to-do list is another thing that you want to talk about. And we're gonna go into detail, but I'm not gonna just go and talk about each one of them in detail right now. But so you want to have a plan, you want to have a to-do list, writing it down and making it plain, even so you can understand and remind yourself is cool. You want to set some deadlines.
Mm-hmm.
You want to, if you have a team, it's important that you understand the importance of delegating. You want to delegate. That's
Yep.
going to help you out, not just in the long run, but as you build your business and building some rapport with your team. And
Right.
then the last thing we're going to talk about is keeping your network running, not just your internet, but your social network of people. Because once again, you cannot build a successful business by yourself. I don't care. All these people talking about they did it on their own. I'm not talking about somebody who just got information and like got a huge helping hand and they did it from there. I'm talking about people who actually have a network. Um, have a network. So what we're talking about, guys, if you're just jumping on, I'm Eric,
I'm D, y'all.
and we are the Blank Spot Sublimation and Supply Store with the Blank Spot Academy. Right now, we're talking about main ways to manage your daily operations. We come on here every
Mm-hmm.
Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So as you come on, drop your city and state, like, share, and tag, guys. So talking about having a plan,
Yeah.
D, you went into that a little bit. Having a plan, writing it down.
Yeah, so it's basically, you want to have a daily plan, every day when you come in, you do certain things, or um, you know, what do you have to do for your business? It could be that you have to make an order for something, by a certain time frame, just a to-do list, so you have to know what that is. Every business is going to be different.
Yep.
So, you know, what is your to-do list? Like, what do you do for your business on a daily basis, or on a weekly basis, or on a monthly basis? You have to know those things. You may have deadlines, like Eric said, that you have a specific thing that you have to do something by a specific time. So it's important to write that stuff down. Maybe have a planner or something, or maybe something in your phone that'll kind of help you to keep track of what you need to do so that you don't fall behind. So that's what the to-do list, will help you with.
And that's why. So we don't. This is not scripted. Like I said, I did a call on this, um, a conference on this Saturday, and she read right off of my notes. Write down your task, even if you feel it's common sense.
Mm-hmm.
Writing down steps and things that you have to do helps you to manage your time. Like
Yeah.
I said, even if you got to put a manual calendar, if you got to put a physical calendar on your desk, and you may be old school, it's not necessarily being old school, but it's just you're dotting your I's and you're crossing your T's. You're writing it down on your calendar, you got it in your phone, and you got it in your
Yeah.
journal. Those are reference points.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah.
may not have to do it that many times.
Right. I'll tell you from my experience, like with me, with our businesses, I actually sometimes have to create an alarm for a certain task or a certain thing that I have to do for that day. Why? Because I get so busy and wrapped up sometimes doing other things, I may forget to look at that to-do list. So I will create an alarm for that specific time, that, hey, you need to stop doing whatever you're doing and get this done or get that done. So that's one of the things that I do. Um, as far as our businesses, I will create an alarm. Hey, stop. this is the time that you need to get this done. You know.
So we got Sharon George that just popped on YouTube, and she said it's true. She finds that to-do list helps to keep her on track. See, we want to make it as simple and as plain as possible. There's a lot of people out here who try to start right in the middle. We were talking about that as I was riding into the store. A lot of people try to start right in the middle, and there's no way that you can start in the middle. You can't pass up everything. You have to take steps, and it's strategies that you use. So moving to that, creating a to-do list, you got to create a list. You got to make sure that if Mondays we know that we're doing this call, but on Mondays we open at 1, right? We open at 1. We're from 1 to 7 on Mondays, so that means we still got to get here early enough to get on the call at 9.
Right.
But even before we get here, we have things that we have to do. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but I gotta take the dog out and make sure she's fed. And, I mean. So
that's on Eric's to-do list. Take the dog out, make sure she eat. And see, now that our son is not home no more, so we got to make sure she gets outside, and depending on the weather, she'll stay outside.
Yeah, she'll stay outside, most of the day or whatever. But that's part of the to-do list when you get here. Making sure that instead of me being on live we're on live on TikTok, I got to make sure I flip the screen to make sure it's mirrored. That's a to-do list, guys. Something as simple as that, but you got to think about it.
Yeah, it's the simple things.
The simple things that even if you think it's common sense, you have payroll.
Yeah.
You have bills that you have to pay. That's when your to-do list really plays a huge part, because you now have reminders set up. The last thing you want to do. Yeah.
And that's where, for me, I have to set alarm reminders, because I will get so caught up with something. And now it's Wednesday, it's time for payroll to go out, and I'm caught up outside with a customer or something like that. I can't get it done because, my list is not right there with me. So I have to have an alarm that'll kind of alert me, hey, this is what you need to get done. That's just what I do.
So having a plan, that's number one. Creating a to-do list, because even though having a plan means writing down your tasks, you still have to do a to-do list. It has to be some type of order. And then, let's talk about setting deadlines. Deadlines are very important. I don't know anybody who wants to be late on anything. I know it happens, but when you set a deadline, I want you to think about something. If something is due on the 1st of the month, your deadline should not be the 1st of the month.
Right.
Your deadline should be going back at least 7 to 10 days. Or should I say 10 to 7 days? So because you're counting down. So at least 10 days, at least 7 days, no less than 7 days. 10 days will get you there. But you got to think, there's a lot of technology out there. And Sharon says she's liking the alarm idea. There's a lot of technology out there that we don't use.
Right.
We have our smartphones, we have our smart devices, but we're not using them smartly and wisely. So it may take us a little while to set up these alarms and these trackers on our devices. However, it's going to save us in the long run. I don't like going to the dentist. I avoid going to the dentist. So when the alarm comes, or when the notification comes that it's time to go to the dentist, and I know you're probably saying, what does that have to do with work? Look, our business is run mostly by us. We have some employees, but our business is run mainly by us. So that means that if we cannot physically be here, we have to make sure somebody else is. So if we have to leave just to go to the dentist, then that's an alarm that has to be set. I don't like going to the dentist. I'm going to avoid going to the dentist. So D is reminding me, hey, you know what? We got this appointment. We usually try to do it together. And that's probably something else we have to change it too, because we got some other obligations. But things like that, setting deadlines. Setting deadlines is going to depend on if you got an order that came in on Monday and you got an order that came in on Friday, you're going to probably want to complete that order that came in on Monday first. It should be a first come, first serve. The only way that you can't complete that order on Monday first is if you don't have the equipment or the supplies to do so. So deadline.
Yeah, it's about priority, putting them in order by, which they came. So, that's what we do. So if it came in first, of course, we want to get it out first. And you have to do that because it's going to make a difference when, with your customers and your customer service,
Yeah. A person who is not organized, and this is all an organization, um, a business owner that's not organized, the customer's gonna know it, and
Yeah.
customers are not gonna want to do business with an unorganized business, or disorganized, unorganized. Which one is it? A business owner that's not organized, um, and you're gonna be able to tell. I see a lot of people making these, and we're talking about setting deadlines, but I'm seeing a lot of people making these videos as content, and it's funny. You're not a real crafter if your craft room is not messy, and if it ain't all jacked up and unorganized. You can do that if that's where you're working, and you can go back clean it up later on. But if you got a space or area that's open to the public, it can't be unorganized. It can't be messy. Even if it's messy, it has to be an organized mess. People are not gonna want to deal with you if you're not organized. So setting deadlines is a sign of organization.
It is. It is.
It's a sign of organization. So great day to you, CeeLo. Thanks for jumping on. Make sure you drop your city and state. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about ways to manage your daily operations. These are some things that we're doing to enhance our businesses. And a person who is organized and has a plan to manage their operations is going to be a successful person. So far, we talked about having a plan. We talked about setting to-do lists, creating to-do lists, and we talked about delegation. Setting deadlines. The next thing we're going to do is talk about delegation. Hey, Cheyenne, thanks for jumping on. Talking about delegation, y'all. Oh man, this is something that sole proprietors, singer member LLCs, people who are the only ones in their business. This is very challenging, especially if they happen to get an employee. So let's talk about delegation, in the form of somebody who doesn't have employees.
So someone that doesn't have employees, then, you may have to set up some type of system and delegate that one thing or whatever that you can delegate to that system, to do. So, if you can probably give a good example of that. But you want to find a system that'll help you in your business to where you can have that delegation. It could be like, maybe you are not the type of person that does, like to post on social media very much. You can maybe delegate that to one of these apps that'll help you to push that information out for you. Maybe on a Sunday you create all the posts and then have that app to delegate posting for you. That's a form of delegation, right, Eric?
Now, that's a great example. I think utilizing different systems and strategies to do that. Somebody just said, Cheyenne said she likes utilizing QuickBooks. Any system that allows you to, because QuickBooks also helps with record keeping. Any system that allows you to help you to be organized. A calendar. Once again, we're going back to calendar. A calendar can help you to delegate. Setting a reminder is going to help you to remember that you're being delegated to do something. That's somebody who is a single member LLC or a sole proprietor, someone who doesn't have any employees. But I want to encourage y'all, if you have a family, and you operate in a business, and you have children, no matter how old they are, if they're old enough to take trash out, hire your children. Now you have employees. Now you have a task that you can delegate. You have someone that can help you to clean that craft room. You have someone that can probably help you shred those papers or even file those papers. Maybe your spouse inside your business. You may not have any outside employees, but maybe you can actually have your spouse and you guys share in the tasks. And
it could be something small as small as having them to fold a shirt for you, something like that. I know that's how Eric started with me. It could be a small task, if they're wanting to help out, have them fold up a shirt for you or make a package for you. Something as simple as that will help to ease some of the stress of what you have to do. And I know sometimes it can be hard, delegating because we know how we want things done, right?
That's coming next.
So you have to be able to, teach that person, okay, this is how I like it to be done, because that person may have their own way of doing it, so you just have to see if their way of doing it is okay for how you like it, so delegation can be hard at the same time. It's hard to let go sometimes, but it's important.
I think it's necessary. I think that for business owners who are sole proprietors, even with households, even with families who are willing to help, I think that explaining the task, explaining, like you said, how you want it to be done, and maybe not so much telling them exactly how to do it, as long as they get it done in a timely manner and they get it done even close to how you would do it, because nobody's going to do it exactly like you. I think that that's going to make a difference. That's somebody who's working with a family-owned business and don't have outside employees. However, when you talk about someone who has employees, delegation is an opportunity to build a trust relationship with your employees.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's a task that's important, you're going to build rapport with them as employees. Same thing with your family members. You're going to build rapport with them. You're going to build that trust, and then they're going to feel like they're more a part of the team. If you actually have help, if you actually have help, because a lot of people don't, but there's a lot of people that do have help and they shun their help. They run their help off.
Yeah.
You got to realize that everybody's not going to do it like you. If you actually have help, then take advantage of it by saying, hey, you know what? It will really be helpful if you can do X, Y, and Z. Here's some tasks. Which one would you like to do? Even starting like that and building that type of relationship as far as your family. But as far as employees, hopefully that employee that you have is trained or trainable enough to show them how to do something. That way delegation is going to free up your time.
Yeah, I think the whole trainable thing, I think that's important, because that means that person is willing to learn. That person is willing to learn how to do it, the way your operations work. Being trainable is extremely important.
And you have to understand, like, just as a larger company, as a larger business, large corporation, they have operating procedures.
Yeah.
They have rules set in place, just as you should have rules set in place. So with your employees, you can't let your employees come in and dictate how things are going to be run. Now, if they make a suggestion of how things can run more efficiently and more effectively, then you should look at that recommendation and then make an informed decision on how to, improve and enhance your business. But delegation is very important. Even if you delegate to yourself, you got to make sure that it gets done. So we got Rhonda Campbell just jumped on. Hello, Rhonda. Thanks for jumping on. Do me a favor, drop your city and your state. And Sarah, thanks for jumping on. Ozarks. How you doing? So Sarah says, compromising. Even a great leader is willing to adapt. Absolutely. You cannot want to be in charge so badly that you ruin your business.
That's true.
I think it's too, and I want to hover on that for a minute. It's too many people that want to get into business for the wrong reasons. I want to get into business because I want to be my own boss. I want to get into business because I'm tired of listening to people or people telling me what to do. That's not the reason to get into business. It's really not. There are lots of other reasons to get into business.
Like building wealth.
Like creating another stream of income. Like creating some financial freedom. Like creating some leverage. It's a lot of other. Being in business, starting a business, especially first off in the beginning, that's not the time to be, I want to do it my way. I see a lot of people, and you'll hear me say this because I watch people. I'm a people watcher. I see a lot of people coming here to our store on a regular basis who are very hard-headed, and they're struggling with their business. And they're struggling because they want to do it their way.
Yeah, they want to do it their way. They don't want to take any constructive criticism.
They ask for it, but they don't want to take it.
Okay.
But you got to keep an open mind. So Rhonda's out of Midway, Florida. Hey, Ann, thanks for jumping on out of South Carolina, building wealth and being happy. That's exactly right. And then we have Lanisha out of New Orleans. That is close to
Hello.
our hometown. We're from Baton Rouge.
Hello, everybody.
On. Thanks for jumping on. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So we are talking about ways to maintain and manage your daily operations. We are the Blank Spot Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina, and we come on every Monday and Friday talking about business. We meaning I'm Eric,
And I'm D, y'all.
and this is what we do. So we want to add value to you and your business. And if you are thinking about starting a business, if you're on the fence about starting a business, or if you even thinking about, man, you know what, this is too much for me, I'm gonna quit. Here's some alternatives. Okay, if you're looking at starting a business, then I think this is the place for you.
Yeah.
We do our best to break things down to the lowest level so everybody can understand. We don't want to. We want to talk here
Mm-hmm.
and here, never here, and never way down there. Okay. You want to make sure that when you connect with people on these platforms that you're getting educated, not just entertained. There's a time and place for everything. And
That's right.
on Monday morning at 9 a.m. and on Friday morning at 9 a.m., it is time to be educated.
Educated. It's time for education over here, y'all. Monday and Friday at 9 a.m. You know, we're going to entertain you, sometimes during the week, but Monday and Friday, it's education time.
So we got a couple of comments on here. Thanks, Ann. I appreciate it. CeeLo, working on better business focus towards financial, personal, and building for my family. That's what I'm talking about. Somebody's having problems seeing the live. Hey, all I can do is tell you, if you can't see the live video, slide over to our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is the Blanks Spot. That's TheBlanksSpot. Go to our YouTube channel if you can't see the live video, okay, on TikTok. Rhonda, setting my alarm. Knowledge is power. Absolutely.
There you go.
And even more, the proper application of knowledge is power. So let's get it. Thank you so much. This is much appreciated, much needed. Appreciate it. Great day, Sheila. Yes. Great day. Thanks for jumping on. That being life. I love it. Thanks for sharing and giving wisdom. Hey, thanks for receiving. It's all about being in the position to share with other people what you have already learned and gone through. There's no reason for us to be on these stumbling blocks. There's no reason for us to be going through these roadblocks if somebody else is willing to share with you. We have to be organized. And we've talked about having a plan. We've talked about creating a to-do list. We've talked about setting deadlines. And we just finished talking about delegating. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that you're going to do to help to maintain and manage your day-to-day operations. Having a plan, creating a to-do list, setting deadlines, delegating, whether it's even just delegating to yourself, So, so now the last thing, guys, let's talk about your network, because your network, first off, we're going to talk about the digital network.
Yeah.
You got to keep your network going. Okay. You got to keep your network going. Your network, as far as your internet. Okay. Social media is going to be one of your biggest lifelines.
Yep.
It's going to be one of your biggest lifelines. So let's say that you're not on social media sharing your business. So if you're not on social media sharing your business, you should not be on here watching us.
Okay.
Because if you can get on,
it shouldn't be for play. If you got a business,
If you
shouldn't be on here for play.
Let's get to the business. So I encourage you guys to go out there and make some videos. Get on YouTube. Yeah. If you don't have a YouTube channel, create a Gmail email address, and you already have a YouTube. Okay. Being on social media should not be intimidating. If you can have a conversation with someone that you know, all you got to do is understand that these people out here can't touch you. They can't reach you. Yeah, people can be rude and they can be a little, intimidating. However, a lot of people are just like us. You're going to catch some trolls. You're going to catch some trolls on social media. because there's some people out there who are only looking to correct, to intimidate, to humiliate, but we're not trying to reach those people. We're going to ignore those people. We're out there to share our business experiences. If you're doing something, if you're creating something, if you're making something, if you're sharing a service, get on social media, specifically YouTube. Start doing some how-to videos. Introduce yourself. Hey, you, this is me. The name of my business is X, Y, and Z. And I'm currently going to be teaching or talking about the following. And then immediately turn your camera to whatever you're doing.
Exactly.
It's just easy.
Y'all have to understand that in this day and age, when people are looking for something, what are they going to do? They're going to Google it. They're going to go to YouTube. That's how they're looking for these different things. Okay. They're not going to walk out in the street or go next door and say, hey, such and such, do you know this or do you know that? As much as they're going to pick up their phone or get on their computer and Google what they're looking for. So you have to get out there on these social media platforms and use them for your business. Okay. It's almost like, it's like free advertising.
It is free advertising.
You have to understand that.
I mean, you're paying in time, you're paying in knowledge because you're thinking about what you're going to do, but don't even overthink that part. We got some comments on here, man. Some comments on here. I feel stuck because I'm going to be moving next month. Don't feel stuck. Just adjust. Yeah. Adjust what you're doing. Keep your business going. Stay verbal, stay vocal, and stay visual, and you'll be okay. Linda says, I love you.
Just don't stop.
Don't stop. Don't quit.
Even in the midst of moving, just don't stop.
It's easy to put your business on pause and then put it back on play.
Right.
It's easy to put your business on pause, and it's hard to put it back on play when you're actually relocating. So you got to stay connected. You got to stay connected. Linda says, I love our business meetings on Monday and Friday. I like how you say that, Linda, hour, because this is yours just as much as it's ours. Okay.
That's right.
Without anybody on here to talk to, then all we'll be doing is live and going back trying to cut content out and then post it to quick reels. Okay. Rhonda.
So we appreciate your feedback, guys.
Definitely appreciate the feedback. Rhonda says, I'm learning that I've started posting more. You gotta post more.
Yeah.
You got to post more. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. People probably are right now, and we're not like a household name right now. No. We're going to be a household name. We claim that we're going to be a household name, and the only way that we're going to be able to do that is if we get into people's houses via social media. We got to stay consistent. So Sharon
and don't get discouraged. I'll say don't get discouraged if you post and nothing happens. You don't get any likes. Well, guys, it takes people to see something. What is it, 4 or 5 times? Is it more than that?
7 or 8.
About 7 times for people to see something before they react to it, before they comment. Trust me, people are watching. So do not get discouraged if you don't see any interaction. You just got to keep on doing it.
And let me piggyback on that. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Reels, and even YouTube, they're similar in a sense. People are always watching, but they're never gonna always comment.
Right.
Like, so if you look at your reel and you see how many plays you got, that means people see you. They may not comment, they may not like. We gotta stop getting emotionally attached to the information that we're sharing, and we're expecting a response.
Right.
Emotional responses, our human nature is saying, hey, you know what? Nobody liked it, so I'm not going to do it. That's not a good place to be in business. We cannot run an emotional business. We gotta understand that people see us. What people are doing is they're sitting back.
They're watching.
We shared financial education for the most part. When we first started back in 15, 16, we shared financial education for the most part for about 12 to 18 months before some people even commented.
Yeah.
We shared for about 3 years before some people even partnered with us.
Yep.
Because they were watching, didn't ask questions. This is family. This is close friends, people that we were involved with as far as work, because people are watchers. They're watchers. They're trying to see what you're doing and how it applies to them. So that's what you got to remember. Sharon says, appreciate Appreciate you all sharing your knowledge and experience. Hold up. So Lanisha, I'm coming. She says, I needed to hear that, so I'm not getting off this live because I need this fire, family. Appreciate it. You can hang out. We're not sending you away. That
Yeah.
Life says I needed that. I'm catching up.
Yeah. Y'all, we give up too fast.
Yeah.
We give up too fast, man.
Really?
We posting and we don't see any traction, and we just say forget it. Y'all gotta stop. You know, we're on here every Monday and every Friday. And some people comment, some people don't. But when we look at the views, it's like, wow, we got all these views, but everybody doesn't comment all the time. Everybody doesn't like all the time. Everybody doesn't follow all the time. But if you keep on going, if you keep being consistent, you will see a change in your business. Okay. Stop giving up so fast.
I mean, you got to get to the point to where quitting is not an option. You got to get to that point in your life to where quitting is not an option. I think, and this may be me being biased. We got close to 1,000 people in our private Facebook group, and probably about out of 1,000 people, probably about 2.5 to 5% of them comment and respond.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Exactly.
I don't care because I still know that we have something that they need.
Yeah.
We have something that they need. Most people are preoccupied with shiny things. We're not the shiny things people. We're not gonna, we're not gonna sit there and tell you all these things that that's gonna make you feel good about yourself. We're gonna tell you the truth, and hopefully the truth, if that don't make you feel good eventually, then that's something that you got to deal with, you and the maker. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But we're not that type of people to be flossing and sharing. Linda says,
no, because if that's what you're looking for, then this might not be platform for you, because you won't see that from us.
Not doing that. Ann said, that's one thing I need to do. Cheyenne, I appreciate that your information applies to all businesses. Absolutely. Yeah. Rhonda said, speak it. I got something to say before I leave. So you're let me see, hold up. You're definitely a name in my household. Well, thank you, Linda. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes, they are. Okay, so that being life, you all started me to post the business. I was posting everything. Hey, check it. You right. Post your business. I'm telling you something, right? It's a lot of people that probably looking at me specifically because I'm on here. That guy's always on here. I'm on here 3, sometimes 4 times a day on social media. And the first time somebody says that I'm on here too much, because I remember when we were in our other business, they'll say, man, I see you on social media all the time. Well, guess what? If you see me all the time, it still ain't enough. I want to keep on posting and keep on sharing what we know that's possible and that's probable and that is that applies to your life and your business until you start applying it. Now, everybody's not going to get it.
Right.
Like Dee said, it takes people to see things several times before they even decide that they want to do it. You first have to realize that there is an issue in what you're currently doing. And that the next thing is that you got to believe that you can actually improve on that thing.
Exactly.
Now, with the information that Dee and I share, and we started late, but I know people who build networks, really quickly. I think that we should have hundreds of thousands of followers with the information that we share. However, we are slowly finding the people who want to be educated versus people who want to be entertained. And that's the important thing. That being life, you said everything is content. That changed your perspective. And it's right. That's right. Yep. Everything is content.
And you have to know that with that everything is content, that's going to help you to build your business.
Yeah, because people want to see normal things.
They want to see normal stuff.
They want to see your epic fails as well as your great successes.
It's funny. Yesterday when we were moving out, I was helping my son to move into his dorm room. So he just decided just to go live, on TikTok. We was just in there, messing around, moved the bed about 5 or 6 times, and packing up, unpacking his things, and he was just on there, just had it live, and people were on there watching and asking questions and this, a lot of different things. And just from that live, he picked up, I don't know, maybe 10 or 11 followers just from them watching him through his process. Because, you know, with what he's doing, you know, he told them, hey, I'm gonna come on and, you know, you guys will see me set up, you know, for college and stuff like that. And they follow him. So even with that, he got maybe 10 followers just by him packing up his room, unpacking his room and getting his room together.
And it's funny because he wasn't just making his bed up and setting up his, because he's a classical trombonist, so he wasn't just setting up his instruments and stuff like that. He was in there. He took his heat press.
Yeah.
He took a I don't know if he got a tumbler press. You might have to bring him a tumbler press, but he took his heat press.
Yeah.
He took his printer.
His printers.
His laptop. He's set up. He's ready to do some business.
He's set up for business as well.
And go to school. So he was showing them all of that. And I mean, you know, it's just amazing how people will follow you and watch you because they want to see what you're doing. Courtney, great day to you, Super Crafter. Yeah, that's us. That's me. She said, hey, you and Miss D. Joy, thanks for jumping on. Great day to you. Tiff says, this is great. I'm taking notes. Thank you. Rhonda, too fast, but pressing and posting. I'm sorry. Slow it down. All right. So check it out. This is what y'all got to understand, right? So we do have a YouTube channel. So if you guys are trying to watch this replay, go to our YouTube. It's the Blanks Spot. That's TheBlanksSpot. And I have my first vendor show in October in Augusta. Should I post about that?
Absolutely. Post about it every day.
You should be posting about it right now, letting people know, because you may have some followers that want to come out and see you. As a matter of fact, let us know what time it is, because we might slide to Augusta. We're right in Columbia. You never know. You never know what type of support you're going to get, okay? You never know. The truth will set you free, and free is what I need. You should have said, and free is what I need to be. Poetic. Okay. See, and definitely she should post. She should definitely post.
Yeah.
You know, you should post. Let's see what else. Catching up, y'all. You're not alone. That's simply amazing. Giving up too fast. I'm sorry. Yeah. So we do. We give up too fast, man. We gotta stay the course so we can see the outcome. Because for some reason we think that it should happen overnight, and nothing that we did happened overnight. The only thing I know that happened overnight is we get in debt. That's
I know
overnight. You know,
another thing too, guys, and I'm just gonna talk about this as far as the crafter side. Y'all, there's gonna be trends that come along probably every week, right? Y'all gotta pick something and stick to it for a minute, right? Because y'all go, you know, we're doing all these different trends, and now, you know, we just all over the place. So you gotta find your niche.
Find your niche.
Stop dealing with all these different trends every week when something come up and it's new. You don't know if that's for you or not. You gotta find your niche and stick to something.
And don't be afraid. Don't
be afraid to try something. But I mean, you gotta. It's gonna be something every week, y'all. Y'all gotta.
Yeah, you can't.
And I'm seeing this all these different trends.
So here's that's the other side of keeping your social media network going. I want you to understand the importance of building your people network.
Right.
Building your people network and keeping that going. Too many times we meet somebody and we're happy and excited to welcome them into our circle. I want y'all to start thinking about this. We always say trust what we're saying, but verify it. I want y'all to think about this. I don't know why it seemed like it got dark, man. I want y'all to think about watching people before you start doing what they say. Watch to see if they're consistent.
Yeah.
Watch to see if they're doing what they say they're doing. Watch to see if they're being transparent. Watch to see if they're being honest. Watch to see if they're showing you things instead of just trying to charge you for everything.
Exactly.
You realize it's a business, and you're not paying for any of my knowledge. You're paying for my time. So everything that I'm telling you and sharing with you, everything that Dorothy and I are sharing with you and telling you, it is right there on social media. It's on Google. It's on the platform. All you got to do is go out there and do the research. The difference between me Dorothy, somebody else who is doing it, is the fact that we have already done the research and we're willing to share with you some of these roadblocks and some of these potholes that we didn't hit,
Mm-hmm.
especially in Columbia with all these potholes up here that we hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna help you. That's gonna help you to do better in business and to not
Right.
get caught up. Don't get caught up in the person that you follow the person because they got hundreds of thousands of followers
Exactly.
and they call themselves a coach. Now I'm about to make somebody mad in a minute. They got hundreds of thousands of followers. They calling themselves a coach, and then they out here being petty on social media. You know what I'm saying? You done put all your energy into following somebody that you ain't even research. You went out here and followed somebody that you don't even know if they're doing what they're supposed to be doing business wise, telling you about how they're a millionaire, telling you about how all the money that they're making, that they don't need to do this and they don't need to do that. But what type of value are they giving you? All they're doing is showing you the back office, showing you how many sales they're making, but they're not telling you, explaining you, breaking it down to you, holding your hand to get you started. Because here's the thing: the one conversation that Dorothy and I had this morning was a post that she shared with me, and it's always great to see professionals, movie stars, billionaires, millionaires, popular people share information. It's with common folk like us. But we ain't that common. We special because we're business owners and we're ready to do something that nobody else is willing to do. But it's always something when I hear people who have made it or who appear to have made it come back and say, well, all you have to do is X, Y, and Z. But those very people, those very famous people, those very popular people out on social media, on these platforms, are not willing to walk you through hand by hand or give you a process to actually do it. Because you got to realize people like you and me, people like us, we are the working class. Many of us have only known a job for the majority of our lives. So it's very challenging for us to, one, shift our mindset, the way that we think about how we should get our money. Two, when we finally decide that we're going to build a business or start a business, we now have to decide if we're going to build a business.
Right.
Okay. Once we decide that we're going to build a business, now we're like, okay, where do I start? Who do I follow? What do I research? What do I do? And then you see this person that's supposed to be prominent and they're sitting up top and they got all these followers. Excuse me. They got all these followers and they got all these great things that we see happening around us, happening around them. And then we decide to follow them too. And we get caught up in the hype. Listen, do not get caught up in the hype.
Right. What kind of value are they giving you? You have to determine that. Are they giving you some type of value that's going to help you with your business? What are they saying?
And please, ladies and gentlemen, please learn the difference between somebody being prophetic and being poetic. You got to learn the difference between somebody being prophetic. They're speaking a prophetic word in your life, and they're speaking a poetic word in your life. Just because they can rhyme, that don't mean they prophesy. I'm just saying. I don't know what you believe in. I don't know what you think. I don't know how you feel. But there's lots of people who listen to folks because they're saying these nice rhymes and these nice words, and they're quoting all these other authors and all these things. How they living? Are they living this thing every day? That's what you got to look at. Somebody asked me Saturday, D, when y'all were in Cleveland, y'all moving. Somebody asked me on Saturday, how do they find a coach? How do I find a business coach? You got to watch people. You got to learn how to be a people watcher, and you got to learn how to dissect and discern.
Yeah.
Because business,
you got to learn how to interview them. What do you want from that person? Has that person gotten to a place that you want to be? Or you have to know how to ask questions. How is this person going to help you?
Yeah. Just because somebody is a millionaire or a multi-millionaire, that don't mean that they're qualified to teach you.
With your particular business.
Or anything. They may have been just in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
Just because somebody has made it or is on a different financial level than you, that don't mean they know better than you or know more than you.
Yep.
Linda said that we her coaches, we just don't know it. I guess we know it now, Linda. Yeah, you know, you got to activate the spirit of discernment. You have to. If not, you're going to find yourself quitting. And you're quitting because you feel like somebody has let you down, but you are the one that's let you down because you jumped too quickly. You jumped
too fast.
soon.
Yep.
All this taking a leap of faith, I get it. I hear what people are saying. Just take the leap of faith. You got to learn how to walk. You can't leap. You trying to learn how to walk right now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being real. We're talking about normal, average, everyday people who've only known working a job, who says, hey, you know what? I want to start a business. And they need to understand that they have to learn ways to manage their daily operations. Well, how do I do that? You can Google it.
And it's a mindset shift. It's a mindset shift going from a job to a business.
Absolutely.
And you have to know that. You have to get that consumer mindset out of the way and get that business mindset. Because if you don't, it's not gonna work.
So it's about 5 minutes before the hour. We appreciate everybody for jumping on. If you're just not jumping on, we're talking about ways to maintain and manage your daily operations. This is Eric.
And I'm D, y'all.
And this is the Blank Spot Sublimation store. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina. We're talking about business, guys. Every Monday and Friday, we come on at 9 a.m. We talk about business. Front end, back end, middle. Okay, business. And this, what we talk about, applies to every business, because it's three things. I always say it's three things you need to know to be successful in business. You got to have an idea. 350 million Americans out there, somebody's going to have some type of similar idea than you. You got to have the available cash to start a business. That's cash flow. And you got to understand business. And many of us don't have the understanding of business. So we opening up. I've been looking at the comments. I hope we hope y'all got some more value out of this. Rhonda says, shifting my mindset, I will be Googling that info. Absolutely. Look it up. All I did was I thought about something. Hey, we're doing it already. You don't have to create and reinvent the wheel. You go out there and you look for something that you want to learn about. This is an informational conversation. This informational conversation should push you to want to become educated about something.
Right.
So even as the information that we had a bit of education in it, hopefully it pushes you to go out there and search more about how you can maintain your business, your specific business, on your schedule,
right,
at your level, more efficiently and more effectively. Questions, comments.
So we hope that you guys have a better than amazing rest of your day, Monday. And of course, we will be back on Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about some more business things. You know, if you guys have any suggestions for us, you know, let us know. Let us know what you want us to cover.
What we got? Matt, the business coach. So what's popping? Hey man, we just talking about maintaining daily operations, sharing some information that hopefully somebody found that was valuable. Make sure you go back and check our YouTube channel out if you want to see the replay. You're seeing it right now. Tiff says thanks. You help so much. Hey, appreciate it. We do. Check our YouTube channel out. We have a playlist of business calls that we've done. We have classes on sublimation, or videos on sublimation that we've done, of the information in here. Thank you. Appreciate it, Matt. And also, guys, listen, be careful where you spend your time, because that's the one thing you cannot get back.
Can't get it back.
If you have invested some time in whatever it is you're doing, whether it's a business, whether it's following somebody, whether it's learning something new, if you've invested that time and you feel like you're not getting anything out of it, and you've invested a certain amount of time, you know, of course, give yourself some time to work it out. But you can see if somebody is meant to be in your corner or not. Don't feel like, hey, I've wasted that time, because we either win or we learn. Never lose.
That's right.
Everything is an experience that can be passed on to the next person. Don't be afraid to get on social media and share your business. Don't be afraid to get on social media to to see what's going on. Rhonda, I'm going to text you something that's very easy. I'm going to follow you first. So I just followed you. I need you to follow me back, and then I'm going to text you something that's simple. That's going to be easy for you to organize some of your things. It's going to help you to keep your records. Something that we use. It's not QuickBooks. Yeah. Not saying QuickBooks is bad, but it's something that we use. We've been using it for the last 7 years we've been in business, and it's very user friendly. You can check it out. If you got any questions, feel free to reach back. But I just need you to accept my friend request, and I'll send you a link that you can actually look at. Okay. But yeah. Make sure you evaluate people. You interview people that's gonna be in your life. That's gonna be in your circle, because that's very important. I'm gonna leave you with this before we close. I'm gonna say this one more time. We have to learn the difference between a prophetic word and a poetic word. Learn the difference between somebody prophesizing in your life and over your business and somebody speaking poetry over your life and in your business. It's a huge difference. Hey, I'm Eric.
I'm Dio.
We are located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27, Columbia, South Carolina, 29223. Make sure you like, share, tag, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We appreciate y'all jumping on. We know what about something that keeps track of purchase? I got you. I'm coming to you, CeeLo. Hold on for a second. I have to follow you first. So I just need you to accept that, okay? Y'all have a better than amazing day. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Go out and be great on purpose. You guys take care.
That's right.
See y'all soon.
Y'all have a great day. See y'all again soon.
Peace.
Peace out.